With sugar and spice and a roll of the dice, you're listening to The Dice Girls.
Can I just say OMG?
Last session, you fought off some bandits as you were leaving the clunk. You leveled up straight after. We went over that in our last session. That was a lot of fun. You got into some new abilities and things like that. You bought a new house, which I am not quite equipped to deal with yet, but I realized that I should probably charge you some gold for that house.
Oh, yeah.
From your landlord, ZillowApartments.com. And you asked Raz about the trapdoor in the basement, and he kind of hemmed and hawed about it a little bit, but eventually told you that he was watching over his friend's collection, and he kind of skirts around the fact that his friend might be a dragon, and he when you ask about the friend's name, he says that they would rather remain under wraps for now. He does mention that the rats might be getting bigger in the basement due to an embiggening cloth, which is a name that I made up in that exact moment. I can't tell.
I couldn't tell. It just sounds like any other D&D item.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it does.
Absolutely relieved to hear that. He said, don't touch that cloth, but could you please go retrieve it to make sure it's stored safely? Towards the very end of the session, you successfully recovered the cloth. As you were trying to kind of look around to find out where in this cavern the rats were getting in, Kaida accidentally knocked over a piece of paper from a tall stack of them. And the paper that is now on top of the stack is folded up, and she looks at it and she sees that it just has her last name and Encolagon. Did I say that correctly?
Yes.
Awesome. It has Encolagon written in a flowy kind of script on it, and that is the exact moment that we ended our session.
Right. I remember that.
Yeah.
That was effectively almost almost 2 months ago, a month and a half ago.
Oh my gosh.
I know. So I do want to get us right back into this moment. I do have a kind of a warm-up question for each of you. They are two very different warm-up questions, but
Okay.
I feel like they'll help maybe get you guys into your characters
Right,
and
cool.
remember what we're doing and where we are and how you're feeling.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm going to start with Kaida.
Mm.
Kaida, your warm-up question is, what thoughts are going through your mind right now as you see this piece of paper with your name on it?
At first, just startled, but then as she gets over the initial shock, she's not actually all that shocked. It's oh, yeah, okay. This makes sense, but
This tracks.
yeah, not super thrilled about it.
I want you to hang on to that feeling and those thoughts of okay, kind of surprised, but not really.
Yeah.
Big intense moment here for Kaida.
Mm-hmm.
Ilana, what do you think would happen if you touched the embiggening cloth?
Well, that's a good question, because look, is it going to just embiggen my hand or my finger, or is it going to embiggen all of me? Is it... We've already tested it, right? We've tested it with my pencil or a couple of other things, I think, and I wrote down okay, nothing happened.
Did you
test it?
So yes. I was gonna say did you test it? I was trying to remember.
I feel like I remember bugging Kaida to let me poke it with things.
Oh, that's right. You did poke it with
So I could write down the results.
Yeah.
So I could write down the results.
That's fair.
And so we could figure out how to pick it up, or I think we wrapped it in something some paper or something, right?
You did, yes.
but I had to find out if it would make the paper bigger or like if it would make my pencil bigger. I feel like it was my pencil.
Yeah, that's fair.
It was such a long time ago.
It was.
But she's still incredibly curious about how this embiggening cloth works. Is it only on biological creatures then? Would it work on a summon? Because is that a biological creature? Is it... And yeah, if I touch it with my finger, will only my finger get bigger? Will my whole hand get bigger? Will my arm get bigger? Or will all of me get bigger? Will I have one beefy arm? Or will all of me get bigger? And while we're at it, how fast will it get bigger? Will it get bigger just while I'm touching it? Or will one little tap cause me to just slowly increase in size over time? Or is it only the amount of time that I'm touching it that I'm growing? I have a lot of questions.
I love both of those answers so much, and I feel like they're very reflective of who your characters are as people. And so hopefully that helped you get a little more in the mindset of your characters. With those thoughts running through each of your minds. Good. With those thoughts running through each of your minds respectively, in this moment, as Kaida sees this paper and Elana wonders about the embiggening cloth, what do?
Do I know about the paper yet?
I don't believe you. I think since you were both kind of searching around, I would say you're probably not by each other's side in this moment.
Okay. I'm unsupervised with the embiggening cloth.
Yeah, Kaida has lost track of Elana, and it's like she's not paying attention anymore.
Oh no. Okay.
My whole episode plan.
No, I'm gonna be responsible with it because I don't know if we can reverse the effects. So, or do they reverse on their own? Is it a time period or is it permanent? I
can give you that answer. Raz, you have asked Raz that question, or when you were talking about it, he did mention that like it's not irreversible. It's just probably going to be inconvenient and a bit of a pain to have it reversed.
Okay.
Is
that
about
would be enough.
All the information that you have.
That would be like just enough incentive to not touch it with my skin. with my skin. It does make me wonder if maybe I'm like taking off a piece of my like I'm clipping my fingernail and trying to touch that. Anyways, or my tiefling horn. Can I take a shaving off my tiefling horn? No, I don't think that's a thing.
You're just sitting over there with with your blade, just like trying to scrape off a piece of your horn.
You know, I mean, does that hurt on a tiefling? I don't know. Would I do it? I don't know. For science? Probably. But for now, I'm not.
I feel like we're venturing into like Ship of Theseus, if that's how you say it, territory, where like how much of a ship can you replace its parts of before it's no longer the same ship?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
How much of Elana could Elana put on this fabric before it was Elana
before
enough?
It's
Elana, yeah. When does the cloth decide it's Elana enough?
Oh my god, yes. What a fun side quest that would be.
As tempting as it is to sit here and detail how Elana slowly takes more and more pieces off of her horn until she finds a big enough piece, she's gonna like hold off on that.
That's fair.
You know what? She's writing furiously in her little notebook all these
the
questions that she has.
Just stream of consciousness, like not even stopping.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. And I set it down very responsibly somewhere so that I could write without accidentally like dropping it on my foot.
Good thinking.
Okay, and Kaida,
What's Kaida doing?
I think Kaida really wants to open the paper, but she's gonna do an Arcana check first to make sure nothing bad is gonna happen before
I like
she
that.
Oh, smart.
goes touching stuff. So that's a 15 altogether.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that was a really good Arcana check.
Yeah.
I really quick need to look up the schools of magic because I believe an Arcana check tells you what school of magic something might be.
Implying that there is a school of magic on this piece of paper.
My thoughts exactly.
Sounds like you had the right idea doing an Arcana check.
You said 15, right?
Yes, correct.
That's a pretty good check.
Yeah.
For a 15, Kaida would be able to tell that there's some type of, it's like an enchantment magic on this piece of paper. It's not a strong signal coming from the paper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not very strong. It's lightly touched by magic that is in the enchantment school of magic. And I think also for a 15, that's pretty good. You could also tell that the magic that is coming off of it is not coming off of the entire document.
Yeah, she's gonna pick it up and she's gonna take a little look.
That's fair. That's totally fair. So you unfold it and look to see what it... Okay. Great. So it's not actually bad, so I know I'm excited too. Okay. So the paper is pretty old. It's kind of like, it's very worn. When you open it, it kind of looks official. The words are kind of hard to read because it's just so old and they are kind of faded, but with some context clues, you are able to it doesn't take you long to kind of piece together the message and what it says. It's mostly readable. And it says as follows. Krasbrand the Voracious will imbue Isis and Colagon's current and future bloodline with silver dragon magic in exchange for 1. Information about the whereabouts of the remaining gemstone dragons. 2. A significant future favor, the terms of which are to be determined by Krasbrand the Voracious. As per standard Silver Dragon contract practice, if the terms of this contract are not carried out within 200 years, this curse shall befall the contract breaker and his bloodline. And then there's a symbol. It doesn't lay out a curse, but there's some type of blob-like symbol. Kaida, you'd be able to tell that this is kind of where the light magic is coming from. It's a circular symbol, it's black, and it looks a little bit like a flame that's wrapped in tendrils of smoke. And one tendril is kind of snaking off to the side a little bit. The only other thing on the contract are 2 dated signatures, which is Isis and Colagon, and then a scratchy Krasbrand the Voracious. And the date in exactly 1 week's time will be 200 years from the signature date.
Yeah, okay. What?
Uh-huh.
Can I just say OMG?
Yeah. Kaida... This is not what Kaida was expecting at all. Not even kind of close. She was expecting maybe some leaflet about how bad her family is, She wasn't expecting to find a document detailing the end of the end of their magic. So I think she's pretty, like, just kind of frozen, just, like, rereading this, like, over and over and over again, being like... Because she had heard, like, over the years, some, you know, little whispers of, oh, some magical contract that has to be fulfilled, or everyone could lose their magic, but it had always just been brushed away by the majority of the rest of her family. So she hadn't really put much stock into it as well. So now she's kind of spiraling. Just a touch.
That's fair. Totally fair. So all of this information washes over Kaida, and she kind of freezes in place, is what I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but everything is frozen except for her eyes that are just furiously just moving up and down this paper.
That is absolutely totally fair. Elana, how likely do you think it is that you would notice Kaida's sudden, like, shift?
Probably not very.
Okay, my first thought is almost 0.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
However, during this time, Ilana has plucked a couple of hairs off her head and has opened up the paper and has started trying to test the limits of the embiggening cloth by using her hair that's not attached to her. I think she would eventually notice that she's not being babysat anymore.
Maybe after, like, a couple of failed attempts, like her hair doesn't quite work. Her, like,
she's pulling her boot off and she's getting ready to clip her toenail when she realizes that she should never have gotten this far to begin with, and that Kaida would never have let her take her boot off and start clipping her nails.
Absolutely love it.
So, you know what? She's pulling her boot off and she tips over and falls to the ground and happens to look in the direction of Kaida.
That is so on brand. Yes. So yeah, you see Kaida, and she's kind of frozen in place, Elana, and she's just, like, frantically reading over this piece of paper in her hand.
Oh, have you found some interesting fan fiction written by that dragon? This is definitely a dragon's lair. We've established that, right? So
Yeah, we have established that. You know, it's not really fiction.
Oh. And she's just sitting there with her boot halfway on, like, do I stop?
Yeah, because Kaida, like, still has not taken her eyes off the page, so she has not seen any of what just transpired over there.
And Alana's like, I really want to do this, but this looks kind of serious, and she's conflicted on how to continue. Not fiction. What is it?
It's a contract.
Oh. Dragon contract?
Dragon
perhaps?
contract, correct.
Well, let me have a look. And she does put her boot back on. and she gets up and wants to go look at it.
Kaida hands over the document, but she's, like, studying Ilana's face to see if, like, there's any recognition there for maybe like a name or something, you know, see if anything's ringing any bells.
You've told me your last name, right? Like,
I don't think so.
Oh.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I haven't
Okay.
said my last name to anybody just quite yet.
Anybody, I don't think. I
Yeah.
don't think Raz even knows it. Yeah.
Okay, so I look over this paper and I'm like, oh, sounds like someone's in a fair bit of trouble here soon. This contract is rather coincidentally due in about a week.
Yeah. Would Elana know anything about like the Oncologons as a whole?
That's a great question.
I think you did tell me that you had like a family curse, like something kind of vague like that. But about the Oncologons specifically,
Because like the name is kind of infamous.
That's what I was gonna say. Is that
Yeah.
Elana? Elana, why don't you actually roll me a history check?
oh yeah, and I think we're from different lands, so that might have or not different
Yeah,
counties,
different
Counties?
regions.
regions.
I knew what you meant. Different biomes.
That is a different biomes. That is a 10 plus nothing.
That's fair.
Wait. Okay, it's a history check, so
Yes.
I don't have anything in history. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, plus nothing.
Okay, that's fair. For a 10, you still the name Ancologon like rings a bell in your head. And you don't like know you can't recall any specifics about what you have heard about the name Ancologon. You just remember that they did something bad.
Ooh, okay. So,
And you like learned about it in school.
Oncologon.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Oncologon. I do believe I've heard this name before. Oh. They did something nefarious, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh my, well, I don't know any Oncologons, do you? We should warn them. They don't have much time for, it. I can't read what this curse says, but it doesn't look like a good curse. Doesn't look like the good kind of curse.
Yeah.
Just judging by this black tendril blob going on here on this paper.
Yeah. And then
Oh, can I do an Arcana check?
Sure. Yeah.
Maybe I'll like figure something out. It's an 11, so maybe not. Oh, I'm proficient in Arcana.
Oh,
Does that mean I add my intelligence?
it means you add your proficiency bonus.
Oh,
And
plus
then-
2.
So that's 13. And then you should also have. Do you have any additions in your specific Arcana check?
No.
'Cause
I
I
mean,
think-
I filled in the little bubble for it, but I didn't like.
That just means you're proficient in it, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
But
so
I
it would
didn't
be-
like
it would
write.
be
I didn't
like-
write any numbers.
It would be your intelligence modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
So like the little number under intelligence and then plus 2.
Okay, I was hoping someone would tell me to add that because that's a 3.
Oh.
Nice.
So, yeah,
Nice. So what is your total altogether?
16.
16. Okay. That is like so just slightly higher than what Kaida had rolled earlier, her 15. So you get generally the same information that she did. You can tell that there is a light bit of magic. Now that the document is like open, you can tell that the light bit of enchantment magic is probably coming from the blob-like symbol. And then like the tiniest little squeak of like something else clicks in your brain, Elana, and you think that you wonder if it could be some kind of like ancient rune, this symbol.
Ooh. And where was it on the corner of the page?
It's the symbol that denotes the like the curse that will befall whoever breaks the contract.
Ah. Okay, so I can see the symbol, but I don't necessarily understand it.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, I'll point it out. Like, whatever this rune or symbol is, well, it looks important.
It does. Yeah.
I'm gonna touch the blob. Does anything happen when I touch the blob?
I love that so much, actually. A little tiny zap of like almost like static electricity.
Oh.
It just gets you when you touch it.
Oh, ouch. Don't touch that. In case you were wondering.
Love it.
Yeah, this rune appears to be an important part of this.
Yeah, I think it like specifies the curse that will befall the bloodline should the terms not be met, but I not real good at runes. I kind of slept through that class, so
I left my notes at home. And in our apartment, or in our home,
in our new
house that we rent together, although we've known each other for like maybe 2 weeks.
yeah.
I love our friendship. And I don't even know your last name.
No.
I wonder if Raz knows anything about this. Do you think? Hey, do we? I wonder if Raz knows anything about this. Do you think? What's his last name? Do you think he's an Uncolagon? He might want to know about this.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that Raz isn't an Uncolagon.
Did he tell you?
No, this is awkward. But I am.
You are?
Yeah. And
You
Kaida,
are an
Kaida holds out her hand. Like, Kaida and Kalagon, it's nice to meet you.
and I forgot my name for a second. Elana. Elana. I'm pretty sure we've already done this too, but Elana reaches out her hand and shakes Kaida's hand vigorously and says, "Kaida on Kalagon. Oh my, it's very nice to truly meet you. It's Elana Truffleton. Elana Truffleton." Oh, I said it and I didn't like it, but I'm sticking with it.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you hadn't made up a name yet.
I'm writing it on my character sheet.
That was beautiful. Yeah, it's in our notes now.
I almost said Truffle Bottom, and Truffleton sounded better.
Oh, shoot. Yes. Elana Truffleton. I love it so much. Yes.
Someone in her family made tons of truffles. I don't know.
That's totally it. She comes from a long line of candy makers.
Yeah. That's our 200-year curse is candy.
Cavities.
Cavities. It's I suppose we are finally making our formal acquaintance. This is your curse.
Yeah.
This is your curse.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh.
you there's only a few days
Yep.
left on this.
Yeah. I saw that.
Were you aware?
No, not particularly. Well, okay. So, like, people in my family had, tried to bring it up a couple times, like, hey, there's, like, a curse. But then everybody else was like, nah. And so we never really talked about it. So, like, I was aware, but I was not aware, Because most people didn't believe in it. So, like, I didn't believe in it. You know how that works.
Sort of a buried secret.
Yeah.
Open secret from your family. I see.
Yeah. Not even really like a secret. People just like dismissed it like it wasn't even a possibility. But the older members of my family were like, hey, no, this is a possibility.
Sorry, Ashley was just putting some pieces together, sorry. Because I keep thinking of the curse, but really, your family's known for doing something bad. It's not necessarily known that they're cursed. Just that they just have a bad reputation because of the bad thing that they did.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and to just like for clarity's sake, the curse won't come into effect until next week if the contract
Until
is
next
not.
week.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Well, these terms, so Krasband, did I say that right?
Krasbrand.
Krasbrand.
2 R's.
I
Yep.
left out 2 R's. Krasbrand. These terms with Krasbrand, I wonder if your ancestors had fulfilled any of it. Did they bring any info at all to him about the gemstone dragons? Or this ominous significant future favor? Was that completed? I wonder how much...
Well, it was kind of like the exact opposite. I don't know how much of the history you know, but
Next to nothing.
yeah. So like my my family kind of betrayed the silver dragon, and we're kind of like the whole reason why the gemstone dragons are, on top. So we pretty much it was like the exact opposite of what is this promised.
Oh my.
Yeah, which is, kind of shocking that the contract is still, like, in place, like, intact after all that. So, that's something, maybe.
I wonder if this means that this dragon's hoard that we have discovered is Krasbrand's. Do these things all belong to Krasbrand? Is that who Raz's friend is? And
that's what I'm assuming, Could be wrong.
it does seem reasonable, yes.
Right. See, but okay,
I don't
so
suppose that Raz... Oh, go ahead.
I do want to ask Raz about all this, obviously. I would like to know more specifics about the curse. Because, my family, they're not great people. So, depending on how bad the curse is, it might be better just to let it play out. But how much is that going to affect me, Because I got to be a little selfish here. If I'm going to, I don't know, like turn into a mushroom or something, that would kind of suck. But I think a dragon curse is probably going to be a little more intense than that. So I would like to know the specifics of the curse before I go around, fulfilling contracts that I didn't sign.
I see. I do suppose that's fair. I mean, you're only roped into this by your lineage and not by any action of your own.
Right.
It does look a little scary written on paper, I'll admit.
Yeah.
But you're right. We don't actually know what this curse entails, and 200 years, is that really that long for a dragon? Maybe he's not impatient and would bestow a tiny curse, an insignificant curse upon
dragons not really known for their forgiveness. Also, like, my family did him pretty dirty, so I feel like that's not something that's just gonna fade over time,
Yes. Yes, I do suppose, being that your family was directly involved in the downfall of this dragon might have made him a little angry.
Just a tad,
Perhaps. Perhaps. I do wonder if we should take this to Raz and see if I don't expect him to really know much about the details of the contract, but he might be able to read this rune, or he might be able to get us in contact with Krasbrand, and maybe you could ask for an extension, or
right. Yeah, that's also what I was thinking. But I would, when we take this to Raz, I don't want to immediately come out with the fact that I am an Uncolagon, because if Krasbrand is his bestie, he might change his mind about liking me,
Yes, I do see where that might be an issue.
Yeah, so I would just like to get the feeling, his temperature for the situation, because if he starts ranting and raving about my ancestors, then it might not be the best idea to be like, hey, that's me.
Yes, we do know that. We do know that Raz is a friend of Krasbrand, and we don't know where his allegiance would lie once he knows who you are.
Yeah, but also, the whole reason I left home is because my family sucks, and I'm not a fan of them either. So maybe that, I get some bonus points for that. At least bring him up to a neutral opinion of me.
You are doing more than anyone previous in your family. I can say that much. So yes, maybe he will see the value in that.
And
we can only hope.
I've been a pretty good employee. Haven't been late. Work really hard.
Oh, yes.
Haven't called in sick.
Yes, and you even accepted subpar pay for a time.
Yeah. Yeah, we cleared out his basement 3 times, so
yes,
we're doing this favor for him.
That's not even in the job description.
Yeah, so I think hopefully he likes me enough to have, not I was going to say hopefully he likes me enough to have a level head, but I think Raz is pretty level-headed. If not, maybe a little off in the clouds, but he doesn't seem like a very angry person.
Yes, and especially, tending to this horde for a dragon for so long, I imagine he's, I don't know, a pretty chill dude.
Yeah. That's...
I didn't know where I was going with that sentence. I forgot what my point was halfway. Well, We'll tell him that you're asking for a friend. That'll go over fine.
Yeah, I'm sure he won't see through that at all.
Exactly. So, exactly.
But
I see we're on the same page already.
Yeah. We can lead with, hey, here's the cloth you wanted. We did what you asked. Also, can you shed some light on this thing that we found, you know? Hit him with like a 1-2,
yes.
you know?
Yeah. Yes, excellent. We start by fulfilling his requests to butter him up, and then we hit him with the old questionnaire.
Yeah.
The old, hey, what's this mysterious contract we found in your basement?
Yeah.
Classic move.
Well, I am happy to report that all of my experimentation with the embiggening cloth has, it has not been fruitful, but that's only more information for me. So it's still in one piece. So I'll go get that, and we'll go talk to Raz.
Yeah, let's do that. You can tell. Like,
I'm glad you're excited. I'm excited too.
Kaida's like sweating a little bit at on her the top of her forehead, because this is it's a lot. She's
kind of a big deal.
Yeah, she's temporarily stopped spiraling. Just out of necessity for moving forward, you know? It's the spiral can wait. That can happen after I get the information that I need, but it is going to continue at some point, whether I like it or not.
We're just putting a pin in that spiral, and we'll come back to it later.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the old spiral.
Yeah. It's I don't know if you guys had Dish, but when Dish TV got the DVR, you could pause live TV for up to an hour, and then it would start playing wherever you left off. So that's kind of the clock is ticking. It's ticking on Kaida, and it's gonna unpause whether she likes it or not.
You have no control over when. Okay.
No. Yeah. But for now she's holding it together.
Fair enough.
Cool.
Totally fair. And relatable.
This goes over Elana's head, and she just says, it is a little bit warm down here. Let's get back upstairs.
Yep.
I love that. Okay, so... go ahead.
We do that.
We do that, yes, fair.
We do that.